First up here at 10, months after a jury, remember last summer, could not reach a unanimous verdict in the Parkland shooter's death penalty case. The governor today signs a law that would change the death penalty in Florida. Juries now only need 8 out of the 12 members to recommend death. Fox 13's Kylie Jones here with us in studio tonight. Kylie, this is some big news here. I know you spoke with a mother who lost her child in the Parkland shooting, and she told you this new law is going to save other parents from the pain she's feeling, huh?
Yeah, Mark, that sentence dug deeper into a wound she and the families of 16 other victims shared. This new law now makes Florida an outlier, but it has some questioning. Should we be making the ultimate punishment easier to hand down?
Somebody killing 17 people, what else do we have the death penalty for if it's not for the killing of 17 people?
The decision of life or death in Florida can now rest in the hands of only 8 people.
So now at the state of Florida, we have the lowest threshold to give somebody the ultimate sentence, that's the death penalty.
Governor Ron DeSantis signed into law a bill that no longer requires a unanimous jury to sentence someone to death. The new law now only requires 8 jurors to vote in favor of a death sentence.
It opens the door to cases where there's some doubt, certainly doubt about the sentence and maybe even doubt about the guilt.
Now, under the new law, a judge does have the ultimate discretion.
The judge who's hearing the facts of this case can look at a jury and say, hey, it's a close call. It's 8-4. Based on the facts that this court considers, ultimately, the sentencing is up to the judge.
The death penalty bill was filed on the heels of Parkland shooter Nicholas Cruz narrowly escaping a death sentence.
It's traumatizing to hear that the shooter is going to get life in prison when I have to go and visit my daughter at the cemetery.
Lori Alhadeff lives through excruciating pain every day. Her daughter Alyssa was one of 17 victims killed in the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School shooting.
We never imagined or expected somebody killing 17 people and shooting 17 people, that they would not have gotten the death penalty.
Critics say the law raises the risk of ending the life of someone wrongfully convicted.
A person's life is at stake. That's at least as important as whether they're guilty or innocent.
Anthony Rickman, a Tampa area attorney, says this will likely change the legal strategy in these cases.
We're going to have the prosecution presenting as much evidence they possibly can, putting this defendant in as bad light as they possibly can, showing those aggravating circumstances the way they always have. It makes it now harder for the defense.
And now it's important to note this law doesn't change the requirements for actually finding someone guilty. This law only applies in the sentencing phase of a death penalty case. Mark.
Interesting indeed. Kylie Jones with us. Kylie, thanks very much.